World War I didn't just change borders. It changed how humanity fought, suffered, and survived. Many of the most terrifying inventions in modern history were born not in laboratories, but in muddy trenches where millions were dying. Before 1914, war still looked old-fashioned. Soldiers marched in lines, cavalry charged, and battles were decided in hours or days. The Great War shattered that illusion. It became the first industrial war. Machines, factories, and science now decided who lived and who vanished. One of the most brutal creations was the machine gun. It already existed, but in WWI it became the king of the battlefield. A single gun could fire hundreds of rounds per minute, cutting down entire waves of soldiers in seconds. Armies that still believed in heroic charges learned a terrible lesson. Courage meant nothing against steel and fire. Entire battalions were erased in minutes. To break this deadlock, a new horror appeared: chemical weapons. In 1915, chlorine gas rolled silently across trenches in Belgium. Men didn't even realize what was happening. Then their lungs burned. Some collapsed instantly. Others drowned slowly in their own blood. Later came mustard gas, which didn't always kill. It blinded, scarred, and poisoned skin for life. Survivors carried the war in their bodies forever. Gas masks became as important as rifles. Another invention changed war forever: the tank. Created by the British to cross trenches and barbed wire, early tanks were slow, unreliable monsters of metal. Inside, crews choked on fumes and heat, but their psychological impact was enormous. For the first time, soldiers saw moving steel beasts advancing through gunfire. The sky also became a battlefield. At first, airplanes were used only for scouting. Then someone mounted a gun. Air combat was born. Dogfights turned pilots into legends, but most died young. Bombers soon followed, bringing war to civilians for the first time in history. Cities were no longer safe. Under the sea, submarines reshaped warfare. German U-boats silently hunted ships, sinking them without warning. One torpedo could erase hundreds of lives. The ocean itself became a weapon. Even medicine was forced to evolve. Doctors learned to perform rapid amputations. Blood transfusion systems were created. Plastic surgery began to reconstruct shattered faces. Many of these advances still save lives today, born from unimaginable suffering. World War I proved something terrifying. Human ingenuity does not stop in war. It accelerates. Every invention had one goal: kill faster, farther, and in greater numbers. When the war ended, the world believed it had seen the worst possible conflict. It was wrong. The machines, tactics, and ideas born in the trenches became the foundation of an even deadlier war just 2 decades later. World War I didn't just end an era. It taught humanity how to destroy itself on an industrial scale.